Bombshell indictment of former President Trump's company and its CFO for what prosecutors are calling a sweeping and audacious scheme to hide income and illegally avoid taxes. Our senior national correspondent Terry Moran is tracking the very latest. Terry, good morning to you.
Good morning, Whit. You know, for 2 years, prosecutors in New York have been investigating the Trump Organization, and this 25-page indictment is the result so far. And while Donald Trump nor his family members are mentioned in this indictment, it's clear from what prosecutors are saying and doing here that the former president of the United States may be facing another epic legal battle. This morning, the family business that made Donald Trump a household name is now ensnared in a criminal case. The Trump Organization and its longtime chief financial officer, Alan Weisselberg, are charged with carrying out what New York prosecutors call a sweeping and audacious 15-year-long scheme, accusing the company of illegally avoiding taxes by paying executives off the books. Weisselberg, one of the company's longest-serving and most loyal employees, entered the courthouse for his arraignment in handcuffs. He was released after the hearing, but required to surrender his passport. According to the charging papers, Weisselberg collected over $1.7 million from the company under the table and evaded more than $900,000 in personal taxes by receiving part of his compensation in perks, including a rent-free New York apartment, Mercedes-Benz cars, and tuition for family members, some allegedly paid by personal checks drawn on the account and signed by Donald J. Trump. Weisselberg now faces 15 felony counts, the most serious, grand larceny. If convicted on that, he could be sentenced up to 15 years in prison. He and representatives for the Trump Organization pleaded not guilty. Former President Trump calling the charges a disgrace and insisting the entire investigation into his company is politically motivated.
They come after me. New York radical left prosecutors come after me. It's a disgusting thing. It's very unfair.
These are the first criminal charges to result from the Manhattan District Attorney's 2-year probe into the former president's business dealings. Donald Trump himself has not been charged with any crime. But the investigation is ongoing. Prosecutors have been working to flip Alan Weisselberg, hoping to turn him into a cooperating witness. Michael Cohen, Trump's former attorney and fixer who eventually turned on him, is now predicting that Alan Weisselberg will do the same and that it will mean trouble for the entire Trump family.
Each and every one of them are going to get caught up in this broad, sweeping investigation.
Attorneys for Alan Weisselberg says he intends to fight these charges, and former President Trump says he doesn't think Alan Weisselberg will become a cooperating witness. Trump also says he intends to run for president in 2024. Whit?
All right, Terry Moran for us. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Let's bring in our chief legal analyst, Dan Abrams, for more on this. Dan, good morning to you. Let's start with the big picture here, because Weisselberg, as we heard, reportedly has not been cooperative so far. That could change, of course. But what could this mean for Donald Trump and his family?
Right. So first of all, Donald Trump has not been indicted. None of his family members have been indicted, and Alan Weisselberg is not cooperating. The flip side of that is that, as Terry points out, Donald Trump signed some of the checks at issue here. And you have to believe that this is the beginning of the investigation. Meaning, this investigation started when Michael Cohen reported other stuff about inflating or deflating prices of real estate, et cetera. We don't know what's happened to that piece of the investigation yet. So I think that this is really step one in terms of this investigation.
And we've heard Donald Trump's take on all of this. He's said this is a political witch hunt. Do you think that's where the defense in this case is going to go?
Yeah, I think that they're going to have to make a different argument in court, right? We haven't yet heard what is their legal defense. We've heard the political defense, which is these prosecutors are coming after us. They're coming after us for political reasons. But you still have to get into the nitty-gritty of what the law is and what the facts are. And the legal questions will be intent, knowledge, the questions that us lawyers focus on every day. Those are the sorts of arguments they're going to have to start making in court as well.
Dan Abrams, a lot of people are going to be watching this case for quite some time. Thank you for being with us.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.